Hi, in this video, we're going to do an interesting math problem. We have an infinite sum, and we're tasked with the following question. Does it converge or does it diverge? So the sum runs from 1 to infinity, and it's a fraction, each term. It's n to the square root of 2 divided by 2 to the n. So I'm thinking we can use something called the ratio test, which basically says if you take the limit as n approaches infinity of the absolute value of a sub n plus 1 over a sub n, and set that to something which we'll call L. If L is less than 1, then we're going to have convergence. If L is larger than 1, then we have that it diverges. And if L is equal to 1, then we have no information. So let's go ahead and apply this test to this particular problem. So we're looking at the limit as n approaches infinity. Now, you don't really need the absolute values because everything here is positive already, right? There's no variables. You do normally need them, like if I had an x here or something like that, if you're dealing with power series, but in this case, you don't really need it. So I'm not going to write it. So I'm going to start by writing down a sub n plus 1. So basically, I'm going to put an n plus 1 everywhere there's an n. So it's going to look like this. n plus 1 to the square root of 2, and this is going to say 2 to the n plus 1. So the only thing I've written down so far is a sub n plus 1. Then we're dividing it by a sub n. But this whole thing here is a sub n. So if we're dividing by a sub n, we're really multiplying by the reciprocal. So this is times 2 to the n over n to the square root of 2. All right, let me just go over that one more time. So first, we looked at a sub n plus 1. So basically, I put an n plus 1 where all the n's are. That's what's circled here. That's just this. And then dividing by a sub n, basically division is multiplication by the reciprocal. And you can put the absolute value there. I'll go ahead and put it there just to take it away in the next step. Just to show you that, you are supposed to write it, but it's not necessary in this case. Let's go ahead and just clean this up a little bit here. So n plus 1 to the square root of 2 over n to the square root of 2. What you can do with that is you can write it like this, n plus 1 over n to the square root of 2. I mean, you could do that. And then for the 2 to the n and 2 to the n plus 1, well, think of the 2 to the n plus 1 as 2 to the n times 2. And so you see, you're just going to get a 2 there on the bottom. So this is just times 1/2. So you can see now that this is just going to approach 1. And so this is going to approach 1 times 1/2, which is 1/2, which is less than 1. So our series converges. And it's called the ratio test. You want to emphasize, we're using by the ratio test. So if you're trying to justify your work, you want to specify the test, let the reader know what test you're using. We're using the ratio test to do this particular problem. If this is not convincing, the fact that this is 1, you could maybe write it like this. Maybe this will help you see it better. I don't know. This is 1 plus 1 over n to the square root of 2, right? So you could just break it up, right? n plus 1 over n is n over n plus 1 over n, which is 1 plus 1 over n. So now you see this goes to 0. And so this just goes to 1 plus 0 to the square root of 2, which is 1 to the square root of 2, which is just 1. So that piece is going to approach 1 and times 1/2. And that's less than 1, so you get convergence because your L is 1/2 in this case. And so that's when you get convergence. Anyways, simple example of the ratio test. Hopefully, if you're still watching this, you have learned some mathematics. Until next time, take care.